Okay, we're going to not load a world. Start a new one. Okay, let's continue. We're gonna go back to a Zionist territory. And we're going to expand it a little. Hopefully, I don't get too many people flaming me in the comments. Also flaming me for calling Iraq Mesopotamia, but even though it's the ancient times, and that's literally what they were in. Please don't. Celtic Gaul. What does Celtic Gaul do? They adopt religion. Nah. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like them picking up a religion right now. No, stop it. Celtic Gaul is gonna do something. No, they're not. A new nation is going to come into this world, and it's going to be Germany. No. No. Okay, so Germany is going to expand greatly and be a great nation. We'll expand it. They want all the juicy borders, all the juicy rivers they can get their hands on. So they're gonna get into some turf wars with French and Roman peoples. And this is gonna get people mad. And that's also gonna get people mad. After the collapse, after the Germans went, it's the French turn. So the French are going to build a castle right here, and what I hope is Paris. Moving on to Germany, they're going to not doing anything because we have a new nation. So we're gonna get some. We're not gonna get some African. I was gonna put a South Africa, but that's not happening. So I guess we're gonna put in an India. Gonna make it our orange, sure. And we're not gonna base them off of there. We're gonna base them off of the Indus River, which is right here in Pakistan. I know, confusing. Quickly conquer all that juicy land, and then they're gonna expand down the coast. I know we used the biggest thing I could. What? Okay, we're gonna ignore that and move on to China, where I guess we're gonna have another new nation. Do we have a yellow nation? I don't think so. So I'm gonna have China. I really hope people don't get mad at me for making it yellow. It's more of a green yellow. I didn't plan that. So we're gonna expand China a little bit, and then we're gonna go to India. No, we're not. We're gonna go to Persia. There's gonna be this baby blue. We're gonna call it Persia because even though it's called Iran right now, we're in ancient times, and I like the name of Persia better than like Parthia. They're going to be based off their capital in Tehran. And unless a leader likes mountains, they're just going to expand like this. They might even go into these weaker hill-like areas and colonize them. Until finally they make it to what is now the Persian Gulf. And of course they're going to set up establishment there and also try to connect it up, getting this area out of the way and leading to further colonization. Now if only they can make their borders look better and solve the whole problem with Mesopotamia. Draw a new card. India's not unifying with anyone. We're gonna have Germany. They're gonna not adopt a nation, a religion, because there's no religion too. They're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna do anything. Mesopotamia. What do we put here? I guess we could put like Kurdish peoples. Break away the north. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up down here. And before we're gonna eat them up. Oh, and the Kurds, what are they gonna do? They're actually gonna get a medium expand. What? A First Nation to actually get two turns in a row. I mean, one of them was a split, but they sure managed that. To prove that, prove them. They're not going after. They don't see this coastal territory as valuable. They see this coastal territory as valuable. So they're going to get to Crimea and establish a base there, taking the whole island, being the first Middle Eastern nation to discover the continent of Europe. Or is this Europe? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, look. Nope. We're gonna put a Greece on the map because I said so. And it's gonna be Greece. Greece. We're gonna put Greece in the map. Sure, they have almost everything they've ever wanted. There's no Turkey in the world. There's nothing that's stopping them from taking all Thrace and moving into the actual territory of the real life territory, I should say, of the Bulgarians and the Turks. Catching them in a moment of weakness, aren't we? You're gonna go as far as this river, which I don't know the name of because I don't know Turkish geography. All I know is that there's some Greeks over here. There were some Greeks over here, and I don't know if they're still there. And there's also some Greeks over here, but I don't think they're getting that. So they're gonna make a colony in Libya, and it's not based on anything. They just need some place to go to because they want to make it a Bulgaria at some point. What is Persia gonna do? Persia's gonna build a castle. So here is Tehran. There we go. Should be somewhere over there. If I'm wrong, please don't get mad at me. Israel gets a large expand. Oh boy. People are gonna love this. So this is the peak of Israel, it seems. India's gonna found a religion, so I guess they're gonna found Hinduism. So China's gonna expand. Excuse me. They get a large expand. So they're going to expand along this empire borders that they have already built. And they're going to look to expand it to the next river. And there will always be a next river, I guess, until the whole world is conquered, and or I run out of their ideas and make a fascist rebellion for some reason. Just so there's no. They're already pretty huge. By the way, I have no clue what year this is. If this somehow corresponds with an actual year of actual history, with also Israel being that huge, that would be interesting. Whoops. Got a card. No! Tehran. Okay, so what would come out of South Persia? In the original one, a world which is now since bugs, there was a South Persian nation, and then there was eventually a North Persian version, and they turned fascist and did some shenanigans up here, and then united all of modern made a Persian empire their own, and South Persia died. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring back a nation from the old world. South Persia. I wonder what this would be called in IRL. Definitely wouldn't be called South Persia. Anyways, minus some territory over here. This is their peak, so I'm not going to make it any more split. I am, however, going to change that color to a lighter blue. So you can actually see the map. Okay, what is Persia going to do? Persia's not going to care. Sure, there's a big revolt in their nation right now, but they have other concerns, like expanding They are, however, going to take this chunk of Persia, of the Persian Gulf, which should really be changed into something different in this universe, because I doubt Persia's gonna care about that as much as in our history. By the way, this is not the Persian Gulf, and I'm just making a fool. It's not called the Persian Gulf, and I'm just making a fool of myself. Feel free to laugh at me in the comments. So here's the Caspian Sea. They're gonna go north. Yeah, this is pretty weird territory to conquer, so they're just gonna go north. I really want this, but I gave them a little self-invasion. Oh, Rome. What is Rome gonna do? Rome is going to do some Rome shenanigans in Tunis. We're going to make a little pit stop over here for later conquering of this vast, unoccupied continent. I wonder if a nation will actually pop out of there and jump scare everyone. Hint, hint, Castile, Spain, something. And they invade into Bulgaria. Pretend that Bulgaria exists. They're probably here. They just haven't made themselves an actual nation yet. Kurds getting a big expand. Oops, that's a free pixel. That should have been conquered. They're going to... Let's see, what would they do? They would meet up with their neighbor over this river. Their new neighbor of the Greeks. I don't know if they would like each other because Pontus, which is probably maybe a thing. You see, the nations popping out here, the actual nations that are here, they are either empires or come from empires. There's probably lots of little city-states that are on this map are canonically here, but they're not shown on this map because I can only get so many new nations. So anyways, this little bugger of a nation is going to expand. I don't think I'm gonna get any Arab viewers anytime soon because of the Kurds and a lot of different things resulting in this Middle East. Hey, it's better than fascist Mesopotamia in my old world. In my old world, and then being overrun and going communists, and also fascist Turkey was also here. So it could be worse. It could be worse. Anyways, they have a lot of ink left, and I'm not sure. I don't want to use it because I have in the early eclipse, which probably have really bad audio, and I will probably and if you're seeing this and then the clips don't have bad audio, I probably fixed it. I just probably re-recorded everything because I kind of want people to understand me, you know. I feel like that's kind of relatable. They're not gonna go for this. This is useless. They're not gonna go for this. This is just desert. I'm sorry to everyone living here. Is it just desert? No, that's not the right mode. Terrain mode. Yeah, this is desert. Yeah, yeah. That's a lot of sand. So this would be it. I mean, for whatever reason, I'll just expand a little bit north, but this is probably gonna suffer a lot of evils. Oh, Persia, what is Persia gonna do? A large expand. Well, they're gonna bite the bullet and rip back this chunk that I accidentally took away from them, and also invade a little bit of this new region. But they're gonna go to war with with a fellow nation that they really hate very much. The nation of Mesopotamia. They hate them for some reason. I guess they want access to the Tigris and Euphrates. So yeah, they're gonna invade. This is whatever river this is. That's a strange river. I only know the Tigris and the Euphrates, and the map doesn't tell me what this is. So they're gonna invade to this river, and then they're gonna stop right there, because they got this, and they got they border Mesopotamia, which really is only this area, not this area. That's just Kuwait and bits of Iraq. So so the government is going to switch their focus over to this region and conquer these mountains over here. And now they're big. And South Persia is gonna be mad. South Persia is gonna go Islamic. This might cause some tension between the two nations, as Iran, as Persia is, funnily enough, not Iran. I'm just gonna go over the Greece, because I don't want any action right now. They're kind of big, and I don't know if I really want to expand them anymore, because I have the power to veto everything. I am the lord of this world. Chaos incarnate. Actually, that's probably not true. Let's just ignore the fact that I skipped over Kurds. Hopefully that was not a revolt, because that would have been nice. I kind of, they're big, but every empire needs to collapse at some point. So Libya is gonna, so these guys are gonna start trying to find trade routes. I wonder what this is about. And soon enough, they're gonna be bordering the Rome on another continent, and soon they're gonna meet their other rival for expansion in Egypt. What would be Egypt, but right now is Israeli. So they're gonna do a little downward spike. This is probably Greece forming a Libyan colony, even though this is Egyptian, but it's really all desert. They just want someplace to expand. Oh boy. Well, it's time. Well, it's not like this has been very political. I guess we're gonna have Pakistan alive again. It's funny. In my last one, I also had a Pakistan, but this India was Muslim. So, and Pakistan was also Muslim. So the question bearing, why did they break up? I know the main reason was religion. India really dominated Asia and that world until they fell apart, and then they were like reduced to like this area right here by Delhi. Why am I still talking about? a dead world, it will because it might come back because there will be some cameos. There will definitely be some returns in that world. That world was a good world, but it got corrupted. Well, they wouldn't really take much, because they probably wanted to go this way. So I'm just gonna do that. Oh, the Celts and the Gaul. Well, unfortunately for Paris, the Celts have realized that they're being, unfortunately for Gaul, the Celts realize they're being taken advantage of to beat back Rome, and then they're just gonna kick them back to Ireland. So the Celts rise up. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's probably something. So the Celts, they're definitely gonna hold the majority over over Brittany and these territories, and also some of the southern territory. They're also gonna have a little bit of over here in Paris, and this is more like a government change rather than like a full on people. They're also gonna be over here. This might encourage some other nations to break up and, certain red nation nearby them to attack. When are we gonna, I think I'm gonna stop around turn 50 for this world. For this recording, and then we'll see how it goes, and I'll make a second one. China, why are you so big? Oh, good, we're getting closer and closer to more political trouble, where somehow there's going to be a revolt, and then now I'm going to have to bring back the only real nation I know of in this reality, which is right here, and very disputed. Like Israel and Palestine. Oh, that little thing about Iran being mad at South Persia for being Islamic. Well, that's false. What are the Kurds gonna do? They're gonna get a new leader. What else they're gonna do? Who knew? So we're gonna have. Nah, we need an orange nation around these parts. An actual orange nation, not this gray thing. There. So we're gonna have the nation of Georgia break away. Oh no, here comes another cameo. Now this is a nation that can cause some trouble. This is the nation. This Georgia wasn't actually the cause of it. It was Azerbaijan, but there's not enough Azerbaijan in this land thing to call it Azerbaijan. But Georgia was like Azerbaijan was did kind of fail, and Georgia became the lead ruler of these territories in the other world. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy, this is a great expand. It's way bigger than the others. So George is gonna be cooking for right now. Ooh, we gotta fix these little problems. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Azerbaijan of our time was also the reason Ukraine existed, and also to an extent Russia. Well, there was like 5 different Russias, so like at least one of them. That was a mistake, but we'll just own it. As you can see, they're getting huge here, but they're not really expanding over here. That's because, nope, psych they are. And guess who can stop them? Absolutely nobody. Because they have a great expand. I think Uruguay was the only one that got an expansion. But of course, it seems to not exist in this map, so I guess Georgia will get the other. I guess one of the cameo nations will get an expansion. South Persia, the other. Oh no, no. Well, I just thought of something that can come and disrupt some time. Liechtenstein. I'm probably misspelled that, but they rise up in these regions. I think Pakistan stretches over to at least here, and I guess they moved over a little bit because here they are. Germany's gonna get medium span. Oh boy, I can finally fix these ugly borders. Why did I rush Germany so quickly? Well, so here we are, German expansion. I wonder what they're gonna do now with their newfound Polish lands. Nothing, because they're gonna go get in Königsberg. And here we are. They haven't even gone into Denmark yet. Oh, Georgia again. Georgia. No! I don't see a point of them uniting with the Kurds, who they should probably split into two. So we're just gonna casually skip it and go to China, who's going to adopt the religion of Hinduism, because I said so. Should have made it Buddhism. Oh look, they're gonna fight back. How pitiful. They know they will never last against the wrath of the Georgians. Well, they do some work. They kick them out of Pontus and these territories. They kick them out of actual real life Kurdish territory, this area, but not because the politics, they don't exist. Well, India is going to absolutely wallop this revolt because I don't know, plot armor. and they're gonna they're not gonna move. They're gonna be okay. They're not founding religion. They already have a religion. South Persia. What is South Persia gonna do? Ah. Well, when in doubt. Ignore this. This is probably just a postmodern world where everything was reset. Okay, we're gonna do what we call an Uno reverse. That's right. In this universe, no, where's the faith mode? China is Hindu, and India is Buddhist. I wonder I wonder how much the people here will kill me. My viewers will kill me for this. Oh look, Baluchistan actually expands into actual Baluchistan. I think. If I'm wrong about this, I think I've spent more time saying I'm wrong about this about anything else. Oh, look at that! At least with this nation, there's actually something that could break away. You see these people up here? They don't want to. They break away from the breakaway. They don't break away from the breakaway yet, but they will, because these people are the Belgians, and they want an empire of their own. Well, let's see if we won't see them. You gotta be kidding me. So, yeah, I guess I guess we're not gonna have a cameo nation. We're just gonna have communist South Persia, who's gonna quickly take this over, make a landing in the UAE and Oman, make a landing in Qatar, beat up beat up their northern brothers so much they actually kick them out of the Persian Sea, fight against all their neighbors, expand viciously, and yeah, this is just sick. I'm going to have to do mad cropping. Oh, it's turn 53. I was going to stop at turn 50. Oh well, we'll try to stop at turn 55. Just because it says so. Israeli expansion. Avoid the deadly mob. Oh, come on. Seriously? I'm having you expand southernward because it's the only thing I can do. You're gonna build a trade route through the south for some reason. Ignore all realism, and they find this somehow. They somehow manage to get across the desert. The route probably doesn't look like this. It probably looks more like this. But somehow they do it. Anyway, would you question it? Okay. Fine. It's over. You guys have made it. It's the end of the video. You survived. Please like, maybe subscribe. This is a very small channel, and I want to be big and expand. I'm gonna set a limit, 10 likes for part 2. And bye-bye.